When you think of hiring a nanny, you expect someone who's trustworthy, someone who will protect your child like their own. But in one Florida case, that trust was not only broken, it was shattered in a way no family ever expects. Today, we're covering the case of Marissa Mowry, a nanny whose actions shocked an entire community and led to a serious court case that raised national attention. Let's take a closer look at what happened. In 2014, Marissa Mowry was a 22-year-old college student living in Tampa, Florida. On the surface, she seemed like a responsible young woman, involved in school, friendly, and working part-time as a nanny for a local family. She was hired to help care for their 11-year-old son, someone she saw almost every day. Like many parents, the family trusted her. After all, it's not uncommon to leave your child in the care of a babysitter or nanny while you're at work or running errands, and there was no reason, at first, to question her intentions. But what seemed like a normal childcare arrangement turned into something far more troubling. Over the course of her time working for the family, Mowry crossed major ethical and legal boundaries. What happened during this time wouldn't come to light for years, but when it did, it stunned not only the family, but the broader public. It wasn't until 2017, 3 years after she began working with the family, that the truth started to emerge. The child, now a few years older, spoke to someone he trusted. What he shared led to a full investigation. As part of the investigation, law enforcement conducted a DNA test, and the results were undeniable. Back in 2014, Marissa Mowry had given birth to a child. That fact was not a secret. What no one had realized, not even the victim's parents, was that the biological father of that child was the 11-year-old boy she had been hired to care for. The moment the results came back, the case escalated quickly. Authorities arrested Mowry, and she was formally charged with multiple counts of sexual battery on a child under the age of 12, a very serious charge in Florida and nationwide. In court, Mowry eventually pleaded guilty to all charges. In 2019, she was sentenced to 20 years in prison, 10 years of probation after release, and mandatory lifetime registration as a sex offender. The judge and legal teams recognized the long-term impact this case had on the young victim. It wasn't just a violation of the law, it was a violation of trust, childhood, and safety. Prosecutors said that the child had been placed in a situation where he should have felt safe, and instead, he was manipulated and taken advantage of by someone he saw as a caregiver. This case raises an important and often uncomfortable truth. Abuse doesn't always come from strangers. Sometimes it comes from trusted people in everyday roles: teachers, coaches, relatives, and yes, even nannies. What makes this story especially troubling is how long it remained hidden, and how easy it is for victims, especially young ones, to stay silent out of fear or confusion. It also challenges stereotypes. When abuse is committed by a woman, people sometimes take it less seriously. But abuse is abuse, and victims deserve to be heard and protected no matter the circumstances. The story of Marissa Mowry is disturbing, yes, but it's also a powerful reminder to stay vigilant, to listen, and to take all allegations seriously. If you or someone you know has experienced abuse, there are resources and people ready to help. Speaking up can be hard, but it's how the cycle stops. If you found this video informative, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. We cover real cases like this to raise awareness and help others stay informed. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and take care of each other.